Hi, Bob Anderson back again. When I was pondering what I wanted to bring you in this series of videos, I thought, there's no better way of seeing how a property development works, how to have a look at all the different stages of a property development, than to look at a real live case study. So that's what we're going to do. Starting today and moving forward, I'm going to talk to you about property development. I'm going to talk to you about the different stages, if you like, of a property development. But in particular, I'm going to relate it back to a current project that I'm doing at the moment. And that particular project, it's a 4 townhouse project that I'm actually doing with my son Luke as a joint venture. So it'll be a real live case study. I think you'll find that interesting, and also you'll find it quite educational. So that's what we're going to do from here. How it came about, well, Luke and I decided, look, let's do a little project together. A bit of father-son bonding, let's do a project. And in my development company, I tend to do larger projects than 4 townhouses, but we thought, let's find a little 4 townhouse project, not only to do it ourselves, obviously to make money, bit of father-son bonding, if you like, but also something that we could use as a case study, something that we could use to teach the students about property development. And so that's what we decided to do. Now, that project, incidentally, is just winding out at the moment. So as we proceed in this series of videos, we'll actually be completing that particular project that we're doing at the moment. So the issue is this: we had to find a deal. Now, at the time, the market was fairly hot. So when a market's hot, it's great for lots of reasons, but it makes things a little bit harder to find a deal. So what we decided to do is to put a few feelers out there. So we're pretty busy ourselves in our own development company, so we put out some feelers, spoke to 1 or 2 buyers agents I knew, but also spoke to a few students. I've got some students, in fact, who tend to find more deals than they can do themselves. And that's how it actually turned out. So a couple of the students that I spoke to have come up with a deal. It took them about 3 weeks. They came up with a proposition, a potential 4 townhouse project. Now, when we're looking for deals on the market, generally we have what we call on-market deals and off-market. On-market deals are ones that are for sale. They'll be on realestate.com, they'll be listed by, let's say, an agent, they'll be in the agent's window, they'll be out there, they'll be on the market. Off-market deals, which are great, are ones that aren't officially for sale. There might be ones that aren't listed yet. Perhaps some people have shown an interest in selling, but they haven't officially listed it. It could come from other sources like town planners or architects, that sort of thing. They're off-market deals. This particular deal, this particular project, if you like, that I'm going to proceed in the following videos to show you it unrolling, came up through an agent. So particular students of mine had done a couple of projects in this suburb, and they'd built up quite a good little agent network. One of the agents approached them and said, look, I'm going to list a property tomorrow for sale with development potential. Are you interested? So if you like, it was ready to go on market, but at this point was just off market. And it was in a good area, a little bit, if you like, a bit above average in terms of the mean price of townhouses, so a little bit up market, not too much, and but in a pretty good area, pretty hot area. And so the student got straight on to me and said, look, this thing's going to be listed tomorrow, are you interested? So had a quick look, had a look where it was, had a look at what was surrounding it. I knew the suburb well. I said, yeah, that's the right suburb, want to be there. And had a look at the price. Now, it wasn't an auction. It was actually going to come up by private treaty at a figure of about $750,000. That was going to be the list price. I quickly did some numbers because at the end of the day, nothing matters but the numbers. And I'll tell you more about the numbers as we move forward in this series. But I did what I call my 5-minute feasibility. And I teach this to my students. It's a 5-minute, a quick way of looking at a deal. Is a deal or no deal? A quick look in 5 minutes. A first pass look, if you like. I did some quick numbers and it looked okay. It just got over the line profit-wise, but I knew, when good sites are in short supply, it's in a hot area, it's never going to be the deal of the century. What you want it to do is to be profitable enough to get banked, to get financed, and obviously good area, good market, you're going to sell them quickly if that's what you want to do. So such was the case here. I think I paid probably right on the money, certainly wouldn't have wanted to pay any more, but I knew it was going to stack. And so I said to the student, okay, let's go, let's jump. Before it actually gets officially listed, I'm going to jump on it. And that's exactly what we did in this particular case. As we move forward, I'm going to talk to you a bit more about how we tied up the property, how we tied it up contractually, the sort of conditions we've had. And I'm going to take you right through the whole series. I'm going to talk to you about the finance, how we got the approvals, how we got the builder involved, the demolition, everything happening right through to the marketing and out the back end as we proceed. So here we are, we've got our foot on a little deal, a 4-pack, and I'll take you through the due diligence in the next episode. Good little deal, and I know you're going to enjoy it. I'll look forward to seeing you shortly.